Alright guys, this is the aftermath of the O2 Grand Marquis. Ran down at Listie on October. I think it was the 12th. Not sure if that's right or not. But ran down there, didn't really do that good. The transmission decided to lose all gears, which I think it lost the pump. So I got another tranny already to put in it. But the lighting's kind of bad, but it's kind of hard to see that side. But this thing didn't even get hurt. I made one hit, one really good like half track hit with the rear end. I mean, you can see it didn't move much. It bent up perfect. And I made one good hit with that and got stuck on them. Well, I finally got off, and when I got off of being stuck on that car, it's on the video on YouTube if you guys want to watch it. It should be on my girlfriend's channel. Just type in Lisa Flickinger. And you're type in Listie Derby and it'll come up under her name, because I couldn't record it because I was in a derby. But anyways, I got stuck. Finally got off stuck, and somebody come back and got up on my core support. I got the hood up in the air, but they come back. I mean, as you can see, the hood didn't hurt anything else. Core support bent a little bit there. Didn't hurt nothing there. I straightened the air cleaner out because the hood did come back and hit the air cleaner. But other than that, didn't break any fan blades, didn't move core support, nothing. And but she come back, got stuck right where it's bent over there. Right about there is where she was up on my bumper, and trying to get off. I was hammering on it pretty good, and all at once it just lost gears. So I don't know, I thought I broke dry shaft when it happened, because it just went from moving to revving up, and it just stopped. No gears, no nothing. I checked fluid's good, perfect. Just doesn't have any line pressure. So I think the pump went out of it. The turbo 350 couldn't take it. But other than that, I mean, it didn't hurt it. All it did was make it muddy. I mean, I don't even think didn't even scrape the paint off the doors or nothing. I mean, I think all it did was it bent this corner here, bent that corner up a little more, which that's what I wanted, because if you remember the aftermath from Myersdale, I think that corner was up, this corner was still kind of down, so it did shove that up. But this thing here, I mean, it's a solid car. The biggest thing is, if you guys ever go to get these, check the frames, the crush boxes right around the tranny cross member and the humps. Make sure they're not rotted. You get a good frame and a solid car. This car actually come from a junkyard. It only had 45,000 miles on it and has no rust. That's why it's got a white door, a blue door. I mean, this thing didn't have anything on it. There's another blue door, as you can see right there. So that's one nice thing. I work in a junkyard, so I get cars lent to me, and I just got to bring them back, which is awesome, because they're just usually the frame, and you know, that's where the core support come from, the fenders. See, that's a white fender under there. I think that was a red or maroon fender on that side. It's hard to see. Hood. I think his hood, this might have been the original hood off this car, I think. I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was. The gas tank didn't move. It's still solid. GoPro mount. I really wish I'd had that GoPro in there for Somerset. I completely forgot. But this year, over the winter here, we're going to put the other tranny in. I have it over here, I'll show you in a minute. And I'm going to get a shifter for this thing. I'm going to get a gas pedal, because that one there, I don't know if you can really see it or not, it's bent over to the left. Yeah, actually in the derby at Somerset, I took a hit, and I don't know if my foot bent it or what, but I thought the throttle broke, and here it went clear over to the brake pedal. I had to reach down and bend it back over. But my homemade sign, they said now we got to start running these, and wasn't paying $300, so I used a plasma cutter and cut a 55 out of it, and didn't realize if you turn it around it says 22, not 55. But so I just went and got some stencils and put my number on there and put some stickers on, and it's good enough for me. I mean, hey, it saved me $200-300, and in derby, anytime you can save money, and it helps. I just wanted to give you guys an aftermath. Motor's still running good. I'll give you a start up here in a second. But I gotta pull the tranny. I'll show you the tranny quick. It's over here in the corner. Right, there's a tranny. Now this is identical to a Turbo 400, but is called a Turbo, I think 375 or something. From what I understand, they're actually the same thing, same internals. The tail shafts are different. I mean, it'll still work, but it doesn't look like a 400 tail shaft. Everything else is identical. It'll take a 400 torque. It's just, it would come out of an 88 van, I think, and we were looking at it, and that's what we come up with. Is I went online and looked, and it's actually called a, I think, a 375. It's been a couple months since I looked, so I could be saying it wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what they called it. Was a Turbo 375, which is identical to a 400. You can use internal 400 parts in that. But I guess we'll give you a start up, and then that'll probably be it. Now here at the bumper, we were allowed to weld our shocks to our bumper and weld the shock to the frame. You were allowed doing that at this show, and then also stay tuned, because May 20, 2020, there's going to be a derby down here at Listie again. They're running a spring derby. So anybody that's close and wants to come watch, they are for sure running one May 20th, 2020, and this will be there. We're going to put the transmission in here in probably about a week, and then I got to I had to buy a shifter and stuff like that and get all that installed, which you got plenty of time. This car ain't even, the front end's not bent, the ass end hasn't bent past the humps, nothing. I mean, it didn't even bend anywhere else on the frame. Mainly it's going to be probably just pull that crease out a little bit, which might even let it go. It ain't even hurting nothing. And when I ran Somerset, the bottom hose, I thought I blew the radiator. It got a hole in it. I hit a car, a Chevy, a GM car, which you know how they all blow out in the rear end. It looked like a ramp that you could drive up over, and I went up and bumped them, and it must have been just enough that something on his car caught just the bottom of the bottom radiator hose on mine, and it poked a little tiny hole in it and was spitting out at Somerset. That's why it was steaming. If you watch the video, like I said there again, my girlfriend put it on her channel. She has a good view of it. There's an even better view of it if you go type in Somerset County Fair and watch Sean Romesburg. It's just a blue S. You'll see it'll come up under Sean Romesburg. I think this was Heat 2? Heat 1 or Heat 2. You'll see it. It's actually, you'll see my door number on the video when you type in Somerset County Fair 2019. It'll come up. But he keeps the camera on me the whole time, which was kind of nice since I forgot my GoPro. But alright, we'll give you the start up. I think I told you everything about it. And then also, if you watch that video, you'll see this thing catches fire. It actually blew that fitting down there, that brass fitting. Make sure you have them tight, because if you don't, they blow off. It was about $5-6 grand, and I was turning the wheels, and it just woof. I mean, it lit up, and then it was funny, because in the video, if you watch the one I tell you to watch it, Sean put on, they actually still, he was going to stop it. It sounded like he stopped it, so I stopped, because he figured they were freaking out because of a fire, and he's like, oh, don't worry about it, go. And we're all just sitting there, and then he's making jokes, so then I eventually put it in gear, and I just put it to the floor and ran into the ass of that other car. And since nobody was really hitting down there, but if you watch that video too, let me know what you think on Airbag. He ran down there, and I want to see what people's thoughts are. Just check out that car. I'm not saying nothing. If you do get a chance, comment on that video. Like I said, it's Sean Romesburg, Somerset County Fair. He's the one that recorded it, 2019, and you'll see my door as the front picture for the video. Watch that video and let me know what you think of the car airbag. I just want to see if you guys notice the same thing I noticed. You can watch watch me run it, and then go back and watch. Just keep an eye on him. But like I said, we're battery and stuff. It didn't move. I made my own, which I showed you all that, but none of that moved. The floor didn't crease any. But, alright, we'll give you a start up. Now, I did have this thing running because it was cold. That's another thing too. I know it's probably everybody knows to do this, but if you're ever going to leave your batteries in or whatever, which if you park the car outside you shouldn't, but you know, it's always a good idea, even if it's in the garage or wherever you have your derby car, unhook the battery terminal. That way, even though if you don't have nothing hooked up, it ain't draining your battery, because batteries aren't cheap anymore, guys. I mean, I know you know, but it doesn't hurt to hear it. I forget it too, but just help out some new guys or something starting out, you know, not thinking about it. Another thing too, this is just off the topic. I went by another guy's derby car today and I noticed him sitting outside. If you guys have, especially this was a like Cavalier, your 4-cylinder, 6-cylinders, no windshield, no, they had all that stuff tore out because their derby's coming up. They're local guys, you know, I know, and they're running listie. They don't have dashboard covered. You guys know as well as I do what happens when you leave, take all the windows out. You're going to get water inside the car. Then there's going to water go down in your electronics and down through the dash. You know, it's okay if you leave it, take all the windows out. You know, like say it was a car you ran last year or something. But, you know, throw something over the dash or the fuse boxes. That way snow and ice and water ain't getting in there. Just to help out, you know. But figure to remind everybody, you know. It never hurts to remind anybody, because hell, I forget to cover stuff up too. But we had that happen with the van, if you guys remember. It was not this year's van. It was the same van that we ran, but last year's van, if you remember, the one we took to Somerset, that happened too. It sat out in the rain. I took the windows out, didn't cover the dashboard, and it actually went into theft mode and wouldn't start. And we had to switch that to carbureted. But there's that video. You know, I just wanted to give you guys an overview of the car, and nothing really happened down at listing, and I've been putting these videos off. I forgot about them, got busy with other stuff, so just wanted to show you the aftermath. So here's the aftermath of the 02 Grand Marquis, but it will be back. We're probably going to throw a new hood on it. I have a hood at work. I think I'm going to put a 4-point cage in this, a window. I have a chain, but I'm going to put a window bar there, I think. And they changed the rules. We're allowed doing some more stuff, so I will update you guys on that. Yeah, we're going to get rid of the hood. The hood's pretty rough. I straightened it once, but I think it's done. It's toast. But, alright guys, we'll see you at the next video.